Okay, so the key to word problems is understanding what you're reading. So there's really no technique to teach you in order to understand word problems. It just takes practice. Understanding what you're reading, how to set up the equation. You know that the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. M is the slope. B is the y-intercept. So you need to see while reading this, what's my slope? What's my y-intercept? Mr. Mole left his burrow that lies below the ground and started digging his way at a constant rate. Constant rate means slope. So he's going constant rate deeper into the ground. After 5 minutes at a descending rate of 1.8 meters per minute, he was 13.5 meters below the ground. So X is minutes, it tells you, and Y represents his altitude in meters. So we have our slope. This is our slope. And this would be our X coordinate and our Y coordinate. We need to find the Y-intercept. Where did he start at? So Y equals my slope, X plus B. It told you Y, which is the altitude, was 13.5 meters, and it took him 5 minutes. Find your Y-intercept. So that's why I was saying before, it is important to know how to solve equations and things, because you're going to be doing that in graphing. If you did poorly on the solving equations unit, if you don't know how to solve equations still after we went through them for a few weeks, you're not going to do good in the future of algebra. Lots of solving equations and things, lots of plugging stuff in. So make sure you don't move forward until you understand something first. So now you have word problems with solving equations, which makes it even harder. So we have 1.8 times 5, which is 9. Minus the 9 to the other side. And you get 4.5 is equal to B. So that's my y-intercept. Now I can put in my equation. Y equals 1.8x plus 4.5. He started at 4.5 meters. And he went down deeper. It might be a negative because it's below ground. Let me see. Mr. Mole left his burrow that lies below the ground. And he started digging his way to constant rate deeper into the ground. So I'm going to have to say this is a negative. That might be a negative 13.5. Let's see this one. So yeah, everything, it should be negative because it's going down. That's what I figured. Okay, so yeah. He started at below the ground, right? So that's going to tell me that it's going to be a negative. And since he's going down, he's going down. So your graph, if you were to graph this, you know, it looks something like that. It would be going downwards. So yeah, if you ever get something wrong, look at Khan Academy. It goes over it. It tells you how to set it up. That's what we're using Khan Academy for, to help you when you're learning, since I can't always be there when you're doing your problems. Because you know you're doing it right then and there. You need answers right then and there. You can look at your answers right then and there. Okay, so Noah drove from the Dead Sea up to Jerusalem. When she arrived in Jerusalem after 1.5 hours of driving, her altitude was 7 meters above sea level. That's going to be positive. Her altitude increased at a constant rate of 740 meters per hour. There goes your slope. So y equals my slope, 740 meters per hour. X is hour, y is altitude. We need our y-intercept. We know, though, that she was an altitude at 710 above sea level in 1.5 hours. So we need to figure out what B was. B may be a negative for this one because the 710 is less than the 740. So 740 times 1.5 is 1,110. 1,110 and 10. And then we're solving for b, minus that to the other side. 710 minus 1110 gets you negative 400. So she was below, her altitude was, she was above sea level here, but before she started below. So that's where she had started. She had started 400 meters below sea level, but she's moving at a constant rate of 740 meters per hour. So remember, below means you're going to be negative. Careful with the when stuff should be negative, positive. Simba Travel Agency arranges trips for climbing mountain kill. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry. For each trip, they charge an initial fee. Oh, there goes your initial fee. That's going to most likely be the y-intercept. To a constant fee for each vertical meter climb, for instance, total fee of climbing, which is 3. Okay, so y is the total fee. So it told you that the total fee was $400. We don't know the slope for this one. We need to find it. We know that that they went 3,000 meters though above the base of the mountain, and the initial fee is $100. So even if you start at 0, the initial fee is $100. So that gets me, I'm going to minus 100 to the other side. I get 300 is equal to 3,000 m. Divide both sides by 3,000, and you get m is equal to 0.1. Oops, m equals 0.1. So that's your slope. So it looks like they go, the rate is 0.1 per vertical meter. Okay, so 0.1x. The initial fee was $100. So yeah, either here you're looking for the slope, the y-intercept, you need to set up your equation, know the difference of, so when you're doing these, know what your x and y coordinate is. You know, if they give you that. Know when something's a coordinate. This told me here, this was a coordinate. It tells you what x is, it tells you what y is. This said an initial fee, keyword initial fee, I already know initial fee is going to be y-intercept. Constant rate, when you see the term constant rate, that involves slope. So yeah, just practice these. If you get it wrong, see why you got it wrong. Like I said, Khan Academy will go over it with you. So let me know if you have any other questions.